Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. A little bit confused. So somebody named Rainblade, or presumably the company, sent this to me. I have no recollection of ever having a conversation with this company or any individual person saying, I'm going to send you this. It could be that I, talked with, like Rainblade is a subsidiary of some other company, and I talked with the person, from the overhead company or whatever. No idea. But I did look this up because I was like, okay, I got to figure out what this is. So off camera, I looked this up. Today's video is just an unboxing and first impressions. This is an expensive knife. This is a nice knife. And the website also sells products from Reich/Ketcho/Forever Steel. That's why I'm kind of thinking that. But I don't have any specific information on this knife. We're simply going to look at it. I'm going to give you guys my first impressions, and then I'm going to do some research, and I'll give you all the details in the final review. Thank you so much to whoever sent this. Rainblade, maybe. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. So what do we have? So this was it. I mean, there was no exterior box. It was just like a shipping box with this on the inside. I unzipped it and got this. So it says Wild Hunt. Do you like the logo? Blade Steel's M390. Their website claims 60 to 61 HRC. Now, if their website was selling a bunch of other stuff that I was not familiar with, and I would be like, but there are actually products from companies I am familiar with. So handles zirconium and titanium. 416 stainless, I assume, for the hardware, and then caged ball bearing system made in China. I can't make out the signature for the designer, and I can't read that, so I'll let you guys, if you know how to read that. So, interesting. Let's see, what do we have? All right, right off the bat, we have absolutely beautiful, I'm getting the fingerprints and stuff off of it, oil slick zirconium. We don't do this. We don't work with these types of materials and polish it like this with, as you can see, it appears to be very well fitted. We don't do that unless we're a fairly serious company, right? At bare minimum. So that's a good sign right there. Titanium. Oh, we have a zirconium oil slick backspacer as well. Very cool. Also, it appears to be a mirror polished pivot. It looks like maybe proprietary. Which some people like, some people don't. But you're probably going to need a special tool there. The doorknob thumb studs are familiar. Reminds me of another company that I took a look at their product here recently. Perfectly centered. They're even kind of, daring us there with that little slot. Pretty cool. Titanium pocket clip. Pretty high retention there, but not terrible. Not the most pinchy thing I've ever felt. Action is nice. The blade is also nice. This reminds me of a combination of a lot of different things. But I absolutely love zirconium. And as far as finishes, that look good on zirconium, the oil slick polished finish is absolutely 100% the way to go. That is so, so cool. And it's actually done really well. I'm just trying to keep my fingerprints off of it so you guys can actually see. But yeah, this is all very, very nice. Blade is a compound tanto with a little bit of a fuller in it, and then we also have a little bit of a harpoon notch. So we have it appears to be a titanium lock. Is that a lock bar insert? I think it is. Hold on. Let's take a look here. I think they went above and beyond and did a full, so these are separate pieces. You can see here. Yeah. Titanium liners, it looks like. There's your lock bar insert. Look at that, way up there. So you do have a titanium lock bar, steel lock bar insert. You have titanium for the scales and then zirconium for the bolsters. Oh boy. Yeah, the pivot action is very smooth. Oh, the detent. Hold on, look at this. Here we go. Ready? Very nice. Can we reverse flick it? Easily. This is quite nice. Now, unsurprisingly, this is a very expensive product. I still need to learn. I don't have any affiliate links for this site. It's still a mystery, like who sent it. So, proceed at your own risk. Basically, I would say, it's always fun to let you guys know that this exists, but I don't know who this is. right? They're clearly, like, as far as quality goes, like, there's a huge difference between a company trying to fake it at this price range and a company who's clearly, you know, machining on on a superior level, right? This is very, very similar to Reich, Quechua, right? Bastek, Riat, like it's all in that territory for sure. Kunwu. The pivot action is extremely smooth and very, very consistent. There's actually no difference any part of that 180-degree swing there. It's all about the same. Really, really cool. I especially like the pivot and bolster combination here. That looks really, really nice. How is the factory edge? Feels plenty sharp. A nice satin finish there. Just give it a quick... Can I cut it? Oh, it's just not one to bite initially. There we go. Yeah, we're good. It's plenty sharp. How about that plunge grind? That's not going to be everybody's favorite thing, depending on how often you sharpen your knife, right? But I'll let you get a good look at it. As far as the cutting bevel goes, it is very, very even. A really nice satin finish on this. I got to stress that. I take issue with a lot of different types of satin finishes, but this looks extremely nice and very, very even. We also have a nice lockup percentage there, about 25% with absolutely no blade play up, down, left, or right, and no pivot lash. Look at the shouldering in there. Very, very deep on that stop pin. Really, honestly, a nice overall product, but an expensive one. Now, legitimately, titanium, which it definitely is. Zirconium, it definitely is. The pivot, the polished pivot, very cool, right? Blade steel, again, I need to... everything here is like it's a lot of like green flags. But obviously, with me not knowing exactly who this company is, I have to wait and confirm on that blade steel. But they do list it as M390 60 to 61. Everything else here indicates probably so. So if I were to take a guess on what the price tag would be on something like this, I would say, and I already know what the price is, but without knowing, I would have said $300 to $350. I think it's about $360, $359, which is still within those parameters, only slightly over what I would guess. But typically when you add zirconium, especially something polished like this, to a build of this quality, that's right about the zone that you end up in. So, it appears to be exactly what they say that it is. I'm just not sure who this brand is. Almost certainly a subsidiary of somebody else, but maybe not. Oh, it does come with the tool, guys. Hold on. Let's take a look here. I assume they're okay with me opening this up. Sometimes these companies don't want me to keep this stuff, but yeah, so we do have the tool that is meant for the pivot, and you can put a little rod in there. Okay, I see how that works. Yeah, okay. Very neat. All right. I do appreciate that there's not an excessive amount of billboarding. In fact, there's no billboarding on it whatsoever. It just says M390 on this side. I also really like that zirconium backspacer. We don't get to see that enough, and I think it's probably the first time I've ever seen an oil slick backspacer. That's really nice. That's a really nice touch. Okay, very impressive. A little bit on the smaller side. I'll give you guys a measurement here real quick. Overall length, we are looking at 7 1/4. Blade length is about 3 1/8. Yeah, cutting edge, 3 1/16. Couple of size comparisons. The Hogue Deca Benchmade bug outs, Ontario Rat Model 2, and Spyderco Para 3. More similarly sized to like the Para 3 and the Ontario Rat 2. So, anyways, that's going to be it for today. Expect a full-length review with all of the information. Most likely the people in the comments section will be shedding light on this, as well as whoever sent it to me by now. But if you want to wait for the final review, here in a couple of weeks, I'll have all the details for you. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.